Hey, it's Aaron Kushler and welcome to another video from EBSC. In today's video, we're talking about sleds and more importantly, how you can build yourself a sled for under $25. So you might be wondering why you even need a sled in the first place. Well, a sled is a really fast and simple way of building up the strength of your posterior chain, so namely your glutes and your hamstrings, the big muscles that are used for things like running fast, jumping higher, and lifting more weight. So if you're wanting to increase your strength without directly actually doing barbell movements, this is a simple way to build up volume over time and increase the strength of those muscles. Another benefit of the sled that I'm going to show you how to make. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've got a steel sled, I've got one of those as well, and when you drag those along the road, they make a heap of noise. This one's going to be really quiet, it makes no noise at all. So if you're in a residential area and you're going to be taking it for a walk, maybe along up and down your street type thing, you don't want to be making a racket. So this is a really simple way to make a really quiet sled, and it's actually, I find, more effective than the steel sleds. You don't need as much weight because the tire is made of rubber, it sticks to the road, so it increases that resistance a lot more. So I'm just down at Bunnings picking up a sling. This is just the 1 ton, 3 meter long sling. And that's going to form our harness that we attach to our sled. So we're going to get a eye bolt next, a welded one, so both sides are connected. Some of the other ones that you can find, they've got a separation there, so over time, depending on how much you're going to load it up, it could open up, so we want one that's closed. That's going to cost you $6. The next thing you're going to need is just a carabiner, a big carabiner. So that's going to cost you $3. So that's going to clip through like that. This goes into our tyre, and that's where you attach your handles to. Alright, so here we are making our sled. What we've got is a few things here which I'll run through you. These are all you're going to need to make a basic training sled that you can do a lot of different things with. So let's run through them. So what we've got is just a car tyre. This is all you're going to need, which is your actual sled. So that's what you're going to be dragging behind you. Quickly, just with the tyre that we've got, which is actually going to form our sled. Tyres you can pretty much pick up from anywhere, like a mechanics, a tyre yard. You can go there and just ask for them. They've got to pay to actually get rid of them. So more than likely they're going to give you them for free. They're not something that you've got to pay for. The only thing that you're going to need to spend money on is the equipment, which we'll get through in just a second. Next, we've just got a drill, obviously with the drill bit. The drill bit's got to be a little bit bigger than the Ringbolt which we've got. So I bought a 10mm Ringbolt. We're going to go just a little bit bigger so that it's easy to fit through the hole. So we've gone an 11mm drill bit on the drill. Of course, we've got our sling that we bought. So this is just a 3 meter sling, which is basically a big loop that we're going to create our harness with. Then the other thing that we've got is our carabiner. So that's going to basically attach the sled to our sling, which is then therefore going to connect the whole thing. The beauty with making it this way is that whatever you want to put as your handle, say you want to just have a rope attachment to it, you can simply unclip this and then clip a rope attachment into it. So you've got plenty of different alternatives there than just being stuck with one thing with your sled. And then of course we've got a shifter. As we put the bolt through the tyre, you're going to need to tighten up the nuts on the other side of it, which I'll run through in just a sec. So let's get into making it. Alright, so we're going to have to drill a hole through the sled, obviously to feed our ring bolt through. I'm going to take off all the tags. So what we're going to do when this goes into the tyre is have the first washer hard up against the actual ring itself. So the wall of the tyre is sitting here, this is going to be hard against it. The second one's going to go on the back end of the tyre before the nuts. So they're going to squeeze together and hold it all in place. So all we're going to do is take our tyre, basically choose a spot. We're going to drill a hole into the tyre. Just like that. Then all we do is grab our ring bolt through the hole. You might find a little bit of resistance because there is a metal sheath that runs through most tyres. So you're going to find that when you're putting this in. So push that all the way in, just like so. Then we're going to go to the other side. So what you'll find is you'll probably have 2 bolts. These 2 bolts are to make sure that they don't unscrew while you're pulling it along. So if you've only got 1, there's a good chance that with vibrations it's going to undo. If you've got 2, it helps counteract that. So you're going to put the 2 nuts on the inside of the tyre after your washer. So your washer goes on first, then the 2 bolts. So what that's going to look like, at our Ringbolt, we've gone the first nut after the washer and then the second one which follows it. Then it's just a case of tightening them both up and then we're pretty much almost done. Once you're at this point here and you've drilled your bolt into the tyre, you can grab your carabiner, clip that onto your tyre, and then all you're going to need is your sling and basically attach that to the other end. So if we grab our sling here, grab one of the loops, feed that into our carabiner, and we're done. So that's it. That's your sling, that's your sled. Basically you can do drags with this, you can do a whole bunch of different things. You can just put this around your waist and just take it for a walk, and that's how you make a really simple and effective sled for training. So now that we've built our sled, what else can we actually do with it? Well, if you've got other training apparatus, so such as a TRX, you can hook that up to the sled and use the handles if you want. Just unclip our sling, clip in our TRX, and there we go, we've got another set of handles. Alternatively, you can just use the sling. You can drag it, you can get an upper body workout as well as a lower body workout. There is plenty of things you can do with your sled. So guys, as always, if we found this video really helpful and you're gonna make this yourself, like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and even let me know in the comments if you actually create this and how you found it. And until then, I'm gonna see you next time.